Meowdy, everyone. It's your boy, the guy who didn't do any grinding. So we're at the same place we were last time, because I decided I really wanted to play FF14 instead. Which is fine. We didn't really need to do the grinding, I don't think, but like, I should have done the tower. Oh well. That's what we got stream for. Get that ad starting in just a minute. The bot still hasn't gone, so I will do this promo normally. And I will say this obviously won't be... Actually, no, this won't be much use for the YouTube audience, sadly. But this will still hopefully be something that's around next year, so, you know, listen to it anyway. Every Sunday for the rest of the year 2025, I'll be doing the limited sub discount that Twitch lets me do. So it's like 35% off of 5 or more gifted subs, I think. What is it? Is it 5 or 10? Yes, 35% off 5 or more tier 1 gifted subs. So, you know, that'll be cool. I'll explain more after the ad break is done. But figured I'd get that out right out the gate for the VOD. And my throat's dying. It's great. Or I guess my keyboard just won't work. There we go. I don't know why that took so long. I'm starting to get really sick of this computer. I might have to do some sort of fundraiser next year because it's so expensive to get one. Hold on, I was about to say, where's my ad, Twitch? Can't just do that. I saw that number come back up for a few seconds there. I think that's it that I need to do. So let's go ahead and get loaded in here while the ad break's still going. Excuse me. There we go. 6 hours and 9 minutes. Almost there. Alright, ooh, we need to rest first before I go exploring the tower. Or are you... Yeah, you're a fair bit away from level. So let's go ahead and... Man, that is just so much money. So we did all of the exploration of this town, so I can just go right back to the tower. I don't think there's any other shortcuts I'd want to do. You know nose for treasure! When did you learn that? Or did I, like, did you get it and I just, like, completely blanked? I guess I didn't look around the main town. Or I definitely did. I guess I just didn't look that well. That's crazy, but I'll ask Isaac when he gets here, because that's just bonkers. Info. I don't think we can tell how much money is in the bank. There's like a few thousand in there, but like, how much do we need? Yeah, that doesn't do anything, I don't think. Light shield 100% is needed for Paranel. So that sits at like 5.3k. 5.3, 7.8. Then I think I do want at least Caradoc to have resistance from fire and ice. So probably like 11k-ish money. Which I think isn't going to be too hard to get. But how much will we get, you know, before... Okay, so... we don't need to get too much money. We definitely don't want to be using holy water, though. We'll need as much money as we can get. Okay, so about the sub thing. So basically, Twitch has given me 70 hours of... What the... That's the mountain to the north, right there. I just completely thought it was like this desert to like the top left. But anyway, Twitch has given me 70 hours of discount time to use. However, I can only use that 7 times. So I can't just do it like every stream, as much as I'd really love to. So instead of, you know, like 3 hours at every stream, and that, you know, uses most of it, I'll basically just be doing 10 hours every Sunday. Whether I stream for 10 hours or not is beside the point, but that's the only way I'm really gonna get use out of these hours. I wish they'd let us do more than 7 times. That feels like a bit rough. It's like, yeah, I got 70 hours and only 7 times. If you're not using 10 hours on any one of them, you're losing out. No. Did not realize this was a dead end to go up there. Alright. Are we gonna deal this like every time? Alright. Do we have Peep? We don't. But hold on, we have Dig. Unearth's buried treasure? What? No, they didn't do a second hidden treasure mechanic, did they? Oh no. Say it ain't so. It's again, these cursed accessories that don't do anything. There's no good use for that. Using a spell you're weak to, that's a bold move, Cotton. See how it plays out. Well, it goes without saying, I'm not going to be, trying to get all the dig treasures until I get Snoop. There's just no reason for it. Alright, you... Crackle them, you bang. Ow. Gargoyle's hurt, apparently. Holy crap. You have way more MP. I'll go ahead and use yours. I have a feeling that Caradoc sits in this place of, like, I'm a red mage. And has all of the problems of a red mage without any of the real utility. At least he does right now. Okay, so that goes up there. Oh, geez, this tower is a maze. So what do we got? 3 treasures. Ooh, lovely. I don't like this battle. Let's kill the skeleton. Ow. Actually, hold on. If you attack the shaman, hit them with Crackle, and you can mid-heal Isgon after that crit. There we go. Some Lengths of Celestial Skyne. Skyne? Skyne? I don't know. Definitely important. It was on the ground and sparkling. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's so much here. There's that chest. Let's take this path that we're committed to, and we'll just have to remember what we're in for. A black bandana. And another full moon ring. I absolutely need to get rid of those. Yeah, I think just continue the Crackle train. Ow. Problem is, right now, if that bad boon crits anybody other than Isgon, they are dead. They are very much dead if they... Oh. Great. Alright, well, we can take the other pass now. Also, we've gotten, like, no gold from these encounters. What the heck? Am I gonna have to have another talk about balance of money? Yellow?
Hello.
Hold on, I'm just gonna do something real quick. My mouse is deciding to be finicky, so I said, alright, well, if you want to be that way, you can meet Desk-kun. About 3 times rapidly in a row. Do I sound good?
Yes.
Okay. I'm starting to get real annoyed of this computer and its things with its USB. It's really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Real annoyed of my fucking back, and it's wanting to itch like all the time. Alright, let me set this up real quick. Apparently that window got hid, which is weird, but
Well,
here you go.
I can see.
I broke it. Oh no, the little add timer thing. If it gets like minimized or something, it like doesn't accurately capture, so it will just stay frozen. Which defeats the purpose of that little thing. Also, hi Hasu.
Hello.
What was that?
I think there was a bottle underneath my chair that just suddenly, like, unpopped itself. I don't know.
I was like, what? Yeah, I think we might have to have a talk with some people about, you know, how much gold an encounter should give us. Especially, all of the equipment costs multiple thousands in the next town. Good lord. Like, they played Dragon Warrior 7 and said, this is fine. That's great.
It's great.
I don't remember which one I took. Will the giant attacking your city have a $20 gift card to McDonald's? I mean, the boss ones are fine, but it's like... Like, to give an idea, I've done a bunch of encounters in this tower already. I've only gotten, like, 500 gold. I need 7,000 to buy stuff I need for my party. one step, and it was just like encounter, bam, done. Explain this to me, game. You must have like 2 HP left, Shaman, because you were at critical already. And you still didn't die.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I had a Paranel attack the other one as well, so like it doubled up. But still, it's like you must have like 2 HP left. It's like, I was about to say, listen here, game. I'm not putting up with your nonsense with this. No, it turns out I was the nonsense all along.
It's true.
Anyways, we apparently had nose for treasure, and I just didn't know.
Noise.
Shaman packing a focus sash. The silliest thing with the focus sash, it's either the band or the sash. I'll never remember which one. It just... What if it works multiple times in a row?
It's the band. Sash is guaranteed.
Yeah, from full. Yeah, I knew one was guaranteed from full, and the other just is like a chance, no matter what. Wait, hold on. Did this? Okay, no, it didn't. I thought I hit attack on Isgon, and like, did it like merge them into one group like a good game? No, it did not. Ow. That's why I need equipment.
Yep.
It's like, it's not cheap either. A soothing song scroll. Okay, somebody's got to get that right now. Yeah.
Only one.
Given the fact that you are a healer, I do not feel bad about giving this to you. I do, in fact, like having early multi-heal. Now, is this an ability or a spell in this? Yep. Ability. The HP to all party members. They gave that to you real early in 3 with Monster Wrangler, and they were like, maybe we should wait a little bit. I find it really funny that the Monster Wrangler in 3... Bye! The Monster Wrangler in 3 is your best healer for a while.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Snap Crackle Poof sounds like when you order your breakfast cereal from Wish. Yeah. I love it. I love my Wish cereal, though.
Delicious.
Tastes like off-brand.
Gives you back half of my maximum HP after like 6 seconds.
Okay, that one I don't get.
Wish from Pokemon.
Oh.
The move Wish.
I forgot that move existed. Because, like, nobody uses it. It's just word synthesis. And synthesis already isn't great.
Look, Wish is really... I mean, not really good, but it's pretty good and competitive. But, again, you have to build your team around it.
Yeah.
I think Wish could be pretty alright in ZA, but I think in just the Royale mode, just how easily you could get ganged up on, I don't think it matters.
It's true. I
So
will
it could be
still.
like 3 seconds, and it's like, cool, you bring your Pokemon out. They're at half HP, they're back up to full.
And then they get
They
dead
still,
anyway.
yeah, they still get womboed.
I will still never. I will never find it unfunny. But you're like, yeah, the speedrun strat is take the Absol the game gives you and perish song all the mega fights.
Yeah.
That's like, you know what? That's pretty good.
Not the story mandated like big mega fights, but the stretch at the end of the game.
Yeah, the end of the game. Let's say it probably doesn't work on the big ones, but certainly works on
No.
those.
Yep. It's like the wild Pokemon. They can't swap out. I'm sure there's an extent of some funny chicanery of like forcing people to swap in like the ranked ladder. So it's like you have the limited swaps. It's like you could force them to use their limited swaps early. Which is, you know, fun gimmick strat, but I don't think it's very good.
Yeah.
It's not Android 13. Good.
Went all the way to the top of this tower for a mini medal. It's fine. I think we got the actual good treasure, which was that. This Celestial Skyne. Yeah, I think people like the ranked mode in ZA. Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to glide to the far shore. Is that? I think people's beef with ranked mode was just that they locked the stuff behind it, and they shouldn't have. Like, that was it. Because all in all, like, the people who are doing the ranked mode are having a good time with it and how it's all set up. I need to go to the far one. And I have not even gotten 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It make the. You're correct. You have not gotten anywhere close. But I think it really helps it that it's, you know, a royale focused battle, I guess, match. That's like, if it was just one-on-one, it's just like, that would have been really bad.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I think that would have helped a lot. Also, just having some alternative method. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't take long to get it. It just doesn't change the fact that conceptually, it's like you have to do PvP to get this thing at all, and it really should. Because, and I'll be honest, and some people may or may not like this, as much as the competitive player base for Pokemon is loud, I would bet money that they are the vast minority of players who play Pokemon.
Probably. That's usually how a community works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, just in... I mean, like, the competitive PvP crowd of any game is usually going to be pretty small unless it's a multiplayer-focused game. You know, like COD or a fighty game. But, like... I think Pokemon is even smaller just for how large its player base is.
Yeah.
And that's my point. And so it's like, why would the company that made it decide to go, you should play competitive?
And it's also not even a thing you can do, offline either. It's like you have online to do it.
I think that's what makes it worse. It's like you have to, like, all right, it's not enough that you bought the game. If you want this Mega Stones for these like starter Pokemon, you have to pay, like $20 for the online. Granted, still not a lot of money compared to, other services, but doesn't excuse it.
Yep.
I want you to attack him. You to zap him, and you attack the Skeleton Soldier. I kind of hoped that would kill those, but it did not. So close.
But I'm getting close to finishing my research up until the battles, which I think I'm at 360 something.
Oh my god. What you need to do, and just to get this number higher while you're still working on other stuff, just do like, I don't know like a good number, so I'm just gonna throw out a number there, and you make your own guess. Good lord, brain, please. What you need to do like every day is just do like 15 battles.
Yeah.
You just do some amount every day, and then you go like, all right, I've done 15 battles. I'll just go on and catching my wild Pokemon for whatever. You catch a few of those, then you go to bed after work, and you're like, all right, by the time you get there, hey, guess what? You've gotten like 100 extra battles that you don't have to, force grind out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love all of that. All of those encounters in that tower, and I didn't even make enough money to afford anything in this. That's insane. Also, I'm gonna show you an ability, and I want to hear your reaction to it. All right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You feel that sinking feeling of just like, great, now we have to do this.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later. I don't really care right now. Actually, hold on, just for lulz. But there's nothing there. Okay. There's just a hole in town square now.
Take that.
What if I do it? Now here. But there's nothing there. Yeah, I almost missed that this right here was even here.
Mm.
It just blends in. Which makes me wonder what this is over here.
There's a shiny thing.
Remember where it was, because I didn't see it. Yeah, if you notice that it's different from the landscape, it's definitely a thing, but like I didn't even notice it was different from the landscape. Alright, I appreciate not taking Spellcaster MP, but like, can you not take my MP? I don't have a lot of it. Right,
To
where?
the northwest. Top right.
I was giving you the metaphorical side eye when you said northwest. I'm like, all right, I appreciate the joke, but
Sorry, I said west with an accent.
I'm just like,
Look, I wasn't intending to be a smart ass with that. I just said it with a weird accent.
You also got it wrong. It's northeast.
That is correct. I flip-flopped my west and east again.
I have ground to stand on because I screw that up all the time. A double crit, nice. That is literally like my fatal flaw in like games is if you tell me like east or west a lot, at some point I will screw it up and I won't realize it for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
I thought that said smoosh.
Smoosh.
I was like, what kind of stares and rage flashbacks? It's true.
Smoosh 'em.
Me messing up a west-east call-out in raid is, I'm sorry, it will happen again. Can we not? Okay. I guess.
Infected.
Oh my god!
Well,
You can turn on taking bad spot and debris death pass, then not knowing where to go with it. Yeah. Alright, hold on here.
alright, my roommate is done with his shower, so I'm gonna go start my laundry quick.
Took me a second to realize what you were talking about, but go for it. Steel broadsword. It's silly because you should know where they go. Yeah. I mean, it happens. If you get turned around, there's not exactly a lot of identifying features in that arena. What's this? Let's do you. Also, like, I know we're used to it now, but I actually did. If we were having problems on phase 2, I actually had a strategy that we could use because I saw Happy do it. Is instead of the like one range, one healer taking the tethers on phase 2, it would be both range do it so the healers can do their healy bits. But honestly, it's not been an issue, so I haven't worried about it. Shrine north of Rippleport. How many treasures are in here? There's 2. Well, there's 1. Strong medicine is very good. I don't see another obvious one, which upsets me. Alright, well, let's go down. Let's see what's in here. Hi, Vakira. How's it going? Yeah, we figured out the whole Healy situation there. That's true, I guess. That's a magic key door. We don't have that. I have a feeling we're getting it soon. You need only wait. When such an item is required, the heavens shall provide. Tells me that we're not getting it from any conventional source. Oh, I haven't eaten my freaking noodles. I've had them here for like an hour. I mean, they're still fine, but I'm just sad. They're like mildly warm. They're not cold at least, which is good. Mountain. I love that there's no names for these and it's just mountains north of Rippleport. Shrine north of Rippleport. Okay, well, if this is just a place and there's no dungeon, let's see what we can buy with the money we have, and we'll go from there. I thought the mountain was going to be a dungeon. Here we go. Bank. Alright, what can we buy? And by what can we buy, I mean Paranel, what are you getting? Alright, Light Shield gives us 21 defense. That's 10. I think we can buy both, actually. And then that puts you on par with Canuck, so that's good. Gonna run leveling with Penny later tonight, just let me know. I'll be, after I finish studying, I'll be doing Dawn Trail on my alt all day. So I can get those dungeons unlocked. That, and I don't want to run into a problem with the trust where it's like you haven't beaten Dawn Trail. You can't level the trust up to 100 yet. So there's cap out at 90. I doubt that's the case, but I don't want to find out. Yeah, I need to get my warrior up to 50 then. It's at 30 right now. And I don't want to do ARR dungeons anymore. They're not horrible, they're just boring and I don't want to do it. That's really it. That's all it is. But if the healer and tank in Ormvale know what they're doing, you just need the DPS to not be bad. It's true, it can be. Alright, none. What are you for real? You got them glowing red eyes along with that merchant. Mayhap it was not your intent to sin, but sinned you have. To whittle away the strength which the Almighty has gifted thee is the height of blasphemy. To give is to have one's purse plundered. To love thy neighbor is to love thy robber. Everyone's like, what are you talking about? All you must needs do is banish the wicked kindness that plagues your heart.
I'm back.
Welcome back. It's all well and good, but what happened to the talk of making us rich? Right here, the good sister said to take what is your neighbor's for your own. And the more coffers you plunder, the richer and happier you will be. I see scant value in happiness obtained by another's suffering. All the townsfolk are like, oh shit, they're armed. Our town may be poor, life may be hard, but that is all the more reason not to inflict further poverty and hardship on our neighbors. It's true. Let us repair to report your friends and family are beside themselves with worry. I will say nothing. I will only nod at you. What nonsense. They had a good scheme going up until the final step, and then they squashed it.
Yep.
I hope you lot are prepared to pay for dispersing our disciples. We weren't doing a really good job. Lovely. You just had to have ads. Oh my... that name! It's Mummy Dearest. Oh my god, that's such a good name, but I hate you.
Shikanoko no koshishtan.
The Twister. Okay. No, you don't have a funny name. Alright. What do I do? What do I want to do? Oh, lovely. You're gonna be that.
Great.
Also, that almost one-shot her with buff. half health?
Boys.
Alright, I see how this is gonna be. Helm Splitter. Flame Slash. Heal yourself. I know it's not a pun name. I'm sad it's not a pun name. That makes me sad. You don't have anything for undead. Oh, nice. Yes, you do. Get out of here. Oh, that's not good. That's our damage.
Yep.
Nope. Items. Thank you. Oh, of course not.
Remember, crying is a free action.
No, I'm just annoyed that, of course, none of the moonwarp bulbs ended up in our inventory.
Mm.
Which none of this would be a problem if, you know, we had equipment. Splitter. You need to buff again, yeah. Buff. You. Yeah, and then you do Soothing Song. Okay, well, looking at that, they gave us Soothing Song way too late.
Yep.
We have Hawkeye Claw. Come on! Do you literally all know heal? Oh my god. This is why you don't give them healing! It's never good! You're gonna strangle the people who made these battles.
Damn. Would have been dead already.
This isn't good difficulty. It's just annoying. That's all this is. Like, I'm gonna strangle the people who did this battle. Because it's bad. Like, I'm actually probably more pissed than I should be, but it's like, this combined with how little money we got
Yeah.
is insane. Because that's why this boss is hitting so hard, because we can't buy equipment.
Yep. Finally.
It's like, it was bad enough that, like, the Twisted Sister healed, but it's like, did you really need to give the gremlins healing?
Right.
Did you really need to give the gremlins heal?
It's like she can go twice. They both have heal.
I'm gonna pull this out of my ass via spite. Paranel's not gonna get any XP for it, which is annoying, but... that's fine. Out of here. Go away.
Yeah, I was having to sneeze, but yippee.
Nope. Alright. That was the one chance.
Wah, wah. We did it.
Out of spite. Because that sucked. Rez has a chance to fail? Yes, early ones do. It's really bad in stuff like this. Because they don't give res to you really fast.
And it brings you back with one.
This one specifically does.
Yeah.
They only added it in, like, these new games, and so they can give it to you really early. Normally, it's not something you run into. Because the boss fights are balanced better. But, as the team making these games have proven, this team does not know how to make good boss fights.
No, not good boss fights for us silly Americans. Or I guess anyone outside of Japan.
I mean, I would not.
This is standard difficulty.
I would not be surprised if that's their mentality. I really wouldn't, but I'd like to give them more credit than that. But it is like this obsession with adding like a ton of monsters to these like a ton of extra monsters to boss fight, adding a regen, adding, adding a bunch of healing in that doesn't need to be there. They are obsessed with doing it, and none of the encounters they have done it with have needed it. None of them. It has only made it more frustrating.
Yep.
And it saddens me to say that despite all of these bad boss fights and bad balancing, that these are still the best versions of Dragon Quest 1 through 3 that we have, because the versions that we have are stuck in the freaking Stone Age of video games. They've had no updates and no any changes. They are just ports and visual quote-unquote upgrades. That's it. That's all they are. So as much as I'm annoyed, this is still the best we have. Rant over.
And starting.
Ad starting. Yay. Hey, Paranel, you're back.
Woo.
Yeah, she didn't get any of that. The res failing isn't normally something I'm worried about, but it's just like, ugh. Dragon Quest has modernized a few things, but it's just like when it comes to 1 through 3 specifically, like there have been no updates or changes other than visual, really, to any of the versions they've ever released. So it like 4 through 6 got major updates. 9 or 7 has gotten major updates. I'll say it more after the break, but like 8, it's gotten major updates. Even 11's ports have gotten a major update. Like, that's insane.
Yep.
And I'm munching my noodles. Just like scarfing down my noodles, like
As one should.
Okay. A side effect I didn't anticipate. Letting it sit there for so long, that water really had that chicken flavor in it. So I got the broth at the bottom. It was like, wow, chicken.
Chimpkin.
So it was way stronger than I expected.
Chimpkin water.
You know, people who don't want to make people feel uncomfortable call it broth.
Yeah, but you drink soup to make your insides wet.
Oh my god. Also, like... Okay, so now the ad breaks and I can say this. I definitely earns the psychic damage from Mummy Dearest for what I did yesterday.
Sure.
Because I, in like 3 places, saw like, you know, people talking about like 6-7, which, as I've learned, apparently literally just does not mean anything. It is just random nonsense.
Yep.
But there was a search specifically that was like, yeah, you know, 67 is the newest popular number. Hold on. Excuse me. I tried to do that away from the mic, and then it came out sooner than expected. Anyway, so I put in, and I didn't do like the numeric. I wrote it out. I said I can't believe 67, 68, 69. I did that in like 3 places. So I earned that psychic damage. But anyway, as I was saying, like, with the remakes of various versions, obviously aside from 9, which hasn't gotten anything, and I'm very sad about it, 4, 5, and 6 had major updates with every version that they put out. Especially the DS versions, like, they really did. Like, then Dragon Warrior from 7 to Dragon Quest 7 on the 3DS, oh boy, got a lot of changes. Dragon Quest 8 got like a little bit of visual upgrades, but like gameplay changes, extra party members, like updates. Even 11 going from like the PS4 version to 11S got extra updates and changes. 1 through 3 has not gotten basically anything. And there's so many versions of these games. It's insane. So I don't know what they were doing, but it makes it worse. But I was also thinking, I really do think that future versions of Dragon Quest could just change Zing and Kazing to be the Dragon Quest versions of Raise and Arise.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, Zing is a guaranteed raise, it gives you half HP. You know, like Zin is just guaranteed raise, gives you 1 HP. Guaranteed raise for Zing, half HP. Kazing later, guaranteed raise, full HP. Done. And then you just make Yggdrasil leaves like either Zing or Kazing, whichever one they feel like doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, yeah, the balance in these games has been really, really poor. So I definitely...
And then they do the
Go ahead.
Dragon Quest Monsters thing, and they make them super expensive.
Oh my god. Don't get me started on that. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's balancing, right? Just make it really expensive. Or make it really bad and expensive.
That was Dragon Quest Monsters 1 and 2 on the 3DS. And then, like... Like, Monsters the Dark Prince wasn't necessarily the best with it either, but I don't remember specifically what it was. I think it was just MP costs were too expensive. No, that's what it was. I think the Yggdrasil leaves only res you with, like, 1 HP or something. It was really stupid.
Probably.
So, like, that, like, buying that as an item or using it was virtually never something you wanted to do. Unless you could guarantee that you were going to get a multi-heal off first. Because I immediately use my item first before the turn starts. and then anything just hits it and they die. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so we have that boat now?
No.
Here, I'm not letting you rent a boat, I'm letting you have it. Yeah, I don't think RNG should be part of the raids. I'm just so used to it, playing the older games. Maybe we can get updates in Dragon Quest XII whenever they deign to put it out. Or at least give us any actual news.
Next year, Tokyo Game Show. Trust.
I'm almost certain at this point that the anniversary thing that they... or the anniversary stream where they announced 12 was just to, like, calm the tits of some shareholders.
Probably.
And I would bet money that they literally did not have anything other than the name ready at that time. I'm hoping for Dragon Quest ports. I know we're not going to get it, but I want it.
I don't play much anymore, so I don't know.
I just thought about something.
Mm-hmm.
So you know the 3D versions of Final Fantasy 3 and Final Fantasy 4?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think those are on PlayStation or Switch. And it confuses me now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Like, those have been out for a while, and I'm like, those would be really good games to have on those consoles, and they're not.
Well, I guess I'm looking forward to more Bloodborne not having a PC port memes.
I, too, am ready for Bloodborne the movie.
Hype.
The pixel remasters got a port to Switch. The 3D versions, I don't believe it. Yeah, I'm ready for everything Bloodborne but upgrade and PC port.
Greetings all.
Yep.
Fear not, I've heard all that you did for us. Your chambers await.
So wait, hold on. You're gonna tell me that this cutscene has a
Yeah,
voice
right?
and the other ones didn't? What do you mean?
Why didn't the last cutscene have one?
I'm just sitting
Have
here.
voice acting. What the fuck?
I mentioned that to someone last night. Was like, the weirdest thing is that some of these cutscenes that should have voice acting don't, and there's like some random things that do. Hold on. You gotta just your mic. You're not coming in clear.
Hear me.
There you go.
Scions of Erdrick.
Kunk, 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 kunk.
Oh, oh, Rubus, are you locked above again?
Bravo.
The wheels of fate have been set in motion. And so, you must spread your wings and journey across the sea. Great dangers await, but you must face them, for there are those who need your help.
Will the monsters drop more money so I can buy more equipment?
No.
Well,
hold on. It's I have the phrasing. I need my reminder from my post-it note. It's as the new children say, get good.
And I.
PS5 Bloodborne with
So,
updated graphics, but somehow still runs
no
at
mere
30
dream.
FPS. You're right. That's true. No, because what they're gonna do, it's gonna be super hyper realistic 8K graphics, so the PS5 can't run it at 60 FPS, so it's still locked at 30.
Yeah.
Or, you can turn performance mode on and get 720p graphics, just like everyone's favorite PS4 game at 60 FPS.
Yeah.
But somehow it's not stable.
No, indeed. And it bade us go to the aid of those in need, did it not?
A delicious stable 40.
I think the silliest thing that I ever saw,
Hargon's foulness spreads yet further afield, it seems.
and it's got that, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what it's called, but, like, you know how, like, soap operas, if you watch them, like, the cameras are
Yeah.
really, like, unnaturally smooth.
Yeah.
So, like, typically what you see, especially, like, on, like, games and videos, and I'm gonna go to a video in a second, but it's, like, 30 FPS, 60 FPS, and you might get some other options for games, but videos are 30 and 60. So on one of the, like, Final Fantasy 14 videos that, like, here you can, like, watch this and listen to the music at the same time, 1080p 59 FPS. And it looks like a soap opera camera at some points.
Yummy.
It's so weird.
Let us set sail just as soon as the ship is ours.
And I'm like, how do you record at 59 FPS?
Right.
Aye, but first the ship. I can still hardly believe it is to be ours. Come, to the port.
Speaking of, like, TV stuff, I had seen the most insane scene from a show that was on, like, during my break last week.
Uh-huh. So what did you see
Like-
on SpongeBob?
I wish it was SpongeBob. Like, no, it was like a real, like,
A real show.
yeah, a real show, like, with real people.
Not like that fake show like SpongeBob.
Yeah, with fake people doing fake voices for fake characters.
Anyway, what'd you see on this totally real show of yours?
I think it was Nashville 911.
Okay. I've heard of this show. It's
Um,
real, I can confirm.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know the full context between, like, this guy and this woman, but it's just like this guy was talking to some dude in an alley, and then like, I guess it was like a bar or something.
You must
And-
accept our deepest thanks.
Do you want me to wait until after the cutscene?
Let's see how
I can wait.
Let's see.
No, it is you who must
Yeah,
accept
let's
ours.
let's hope it's not too long.
Return to us here whenever you so wish, and may fortune follow you o'er the waves.
Right. I've got to watch you all the way off screen.
I gotta walk
Very well.
this way.
The world is now ours to explore, it seems. Let us go to the aid of those in need.
With all haste, and let us hope that in so doing.
Aye, and there is one more thing we must do besides. We must warn those we meet of the darkness that threatens our world, that they might make ready to meet it. None must suffer the fate that befell Moonbrook. I do not wish to sow discord and fear by so doing. I wish only to give the gift of vigilance, the lack of which I fear played its part.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Here, I give
Yeah,
you the
yeah.
gift. Anxiety.
But I must warn you all. This will be my first time at sea. Forgive me if I
This
do
is
not
definitely
prove
falling afoul of this. Like, I'm gonna say this thing for like the 14th time.
Yep.
I, too, have never been to sea. All will be well, I am sure. And even if it is not, we can at least console one another. Truly, though, I am beyond excited. A maiden voyage aboard our very own ship. A moment, if you would.
This cutscene just keeps going, and I'm like, I just want to get on the ship.
Fun and games. The world is in peril. This I know full well. And you have lost much, dear cousin. I suppose it is not becoming of the scions of the great.
We've already been over this.
I cannot help but feel my heart skip a beat in anticipation of the adventure to come. Am I a heartless rogue? An uncaring monster?
Would you say the same of me if I told you that I enjoy our time together? That I smile yet more with each and every passing day? True, I have but recently lost my father and my people both. But does a moment of levity in spite of that make me a monster?
Of course not. We laugh when we are happy and cry when we are sad. We cannot control such things. Nor would I wish us to.
Then you have your answer, and I thank you for it. The stakes of our journey could not be, but this should not, cannot mean that we spend every waking moment weighed down by the impossible seriousness of it all. If we wish to face the journey ahead with hope in our hearts, are we wrong for doing so? No. We are merely human.
Forgive me. I simply feared that my careless merriment might seem unfeeling to one who has suffered so much.
Quite the opposite. Your careless merriment is the very thing.
All right,
that
I
gives me
figured out
strength.
what bothers
So
me with the
laugh,
Moonbrook Princess's
smile,
voice acting.
and do not think twice.
It feels
before
like it
doing
takes
so.
50% longer.
Yeah,
Very well.
probably.
Let us swear to be true to our feelings.
It does
Come
not
what
sound like a
may.
natural person
What say
speaking.
you? Good.
Let us be true to our feelings, person who will never say another word for
Hargon
the entire game.
awaits.
Yeah. Or until the very last cutscene.
Aye, let us stride forward to meet him, laughing and crying all the while.
I'd say, please do not be more cutscene. I just want to play. I just want to get going.
Hey, have I ever told you how much I wanted to be on a boat?
Okay, thank God. Here we go. Okay, so Nashville 911. Crazy scene. Real show that totally exists. What you got?
Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I started to run. So I had to run. So, I guess this woman was drunk for some reason. So she went and got in the car, and he came over and tried to stop her when she got in, and she drove off. So he goes and gets in his car, or I don't know if he like stole a car or something, I don't know, but he is driving after her, and then he goes and calls, you know, the first responders, and is like, yeah, so this you know, blah blah blah, she's drunk, you know, she's driving, she's, you know, on this road, the blah blah blah, like giving the specifics of the situation, and, you know, saying that he's following her. So obviously trying to get some help to get her off the road, which, you know, smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I think that was the only smart thing he did in this entire scene. So, so they're driving. He is like following her for minutes, and then suddenly the car starts swerving, and they have like some cuts to like going over the curb, smashing some trash cans, you know, some signs, some stuff like that, and like I think he's like mentioning, you know, what's going on to the first responder, and then he drives up like next to her, which I think there was still like a two-way like street, so already just like cutting into oncoming traffic to look it in her driver's side window, and she is passed out. Meanwhile, her car is still going completely straight down the road. So he is chasing her, like still chasing her in this with her passed out, her car still going straight. And then they cut to some children crossing the road, like at the end of a school day or something. So then he is talking to the first responder, and I guess like he might know the first, like the lady on like the line who was, you know, in charge of like the information transmitting, blah blah blah. And so he is like, yeah, so tell so and so blah 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 blah, and she's like, no, what are you doing? So he like pulls up again like alongside, and then cuts in front of her, the unconscious woman, and obviously, you know, trying to absorb the impact of her car before she gets to that crosswalk. So they collide. His car is completely flipped, completely turned over upside down from the impact.
That doesn't make sense,
And
but
then
go
the
on.
car, yeah, and then the car explodes. It just explodes. I'm like, that's not how that works.
That's how none of that works.
What the fuck? I'm like, that's insane.
That's how none of that works.
I was just dumbfounded the rest of the night thinking about that scene. I'm like, I can't believe that was the thing they put in that show. Like, because like one of my like coworkers is like a firefighter, you know, first responder, and he has definitely, you know, gone on record a few times of like, man, I hate like reality like stuff that deals with that kind of thing, because it's so fabricated, it's so romanticized, blah blah blah, so exaggerated. And it's just like looking at that scene, it's like, yeah, it sure is.
There's there are some shows that I can see. Oh god, I wish I remembered what the show was, but there's definitely some like really stupid stuff that happens in it. But actually, yeah, it's really stupid, but there's been a couple of good moments I've seen from it. There's a show where this woman basically, she's a doctor and she loses like her memory of like the last 6 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
So the story picks up from that, and just all sorts of shenanigans that it brings. And it's basically kind of using that as a vehicle for storytelling.
Yeah.
So there's just, you know, there's a lot of good stuff with that. And I think this scene, and I saw last night, was really good. I don't. Obviously, they're in a hospital. I don't know what this guy, what he was in the hospital for, but he was wearing prisoner jumpsuit.
Lupus. Lupus. It's always lupus.
I don't know what that means.
House reference.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
But anyway, he was in an orange prisoner jumpsuit. And I don't know what he had done or why he was in the hospital, but he was going to be like, hey, you know, the prison hospital will take her from there. Blah blah blah. And like they came and told him his mom had passed away. Like, and he counts his life story. He's like, hey, I've kind of always, you know, ended up going down the wrong path, but I never took it home, all that stuff. And it's like, then, you know, I got shot at, but my sister took the bullet for me, and we lost her. So I kind of like always held that with me. Then they go, all right, well, you have a chance to, you know, to be good, to be someone who your mother and sister could, you know, look on with respect, and, you know, hey, that's my family. And she's kind of really hard on him in like a good way. So they go on and say, hey, you know, you're a little hard on him, but I think your words reached him. It's like, well, as a doctor, we have to learn how to give them the hard truth. That's part of our job.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's something you've got to learn how to do. It was a really good scene, and I'm not doing it justice, but it was... I appreciate the vehicle for storytelling that it is sometimes, and I just go like, yeah, this isn't how any of this works.
Yeah.
He did even secrete 5 miniature medals about this very island that they might provide visiting adventures with a stimulating challenge. Well, I mean, that would be nice if the developers of this game would give us Snoop at any time before the final hours of the game.
It's true.
Or, hear me out, developers of this game, this video game. Don't do hidden treasures. It's dumb. We had a perfectly good system for Dragon Quest 4 through 6. It was really nice. But if you just did that... No. We could rename our characters if we wanted to. Wow, I wonder how I could have guessed that they were going to do the same thing again.
Yep.
Bunny!
Bunny.
Have actual defense.
Become his bunny.
Put it on under your cloak. Easter Bunny or Playboy Bunny? Well, this one's definitively the Playboy Bunny suit.
Yep. Put her in the cat suit.
Godbird Scepter. Alright, well that's really good. That's Kafrizzle, and an item.
Mhm.
How many mini medals do we have? We don't have enough for the Frizzle Scroll, which is like the only worthwhile thing here. I did see the funny argument about female armor in video games. It's like, you know, it's like if men are so much better than women, why did the men need full armor to protect themselves and the ladies only need a bikini? Checkmate.
The thing is, it's similar to kind of D&D logic of, the absolute territory that some armor gives with leg armor increases your evasiveness because they're too distracted. They can't hit you properly because they're distracted by the absolute territory.
Struck by the stultifying revelation that Maharaja is a title all the more magnificent than that which I had inherited. So did I bend my head low and go to my subjects and humbly beg of them to call me by that title. And so they did.
And they did.
Oh, come on. We're so close. Alright, so where are we going? I'm actually curious.
Unfortunately, you are one mini medal short from getting on to the Magic School Bus.
I'm actually curious where it wants us to go. If it wants us to go to LF Guard or not. It's like right there. I'm pretty sure it wants us to go. But where's the setting?
Oh, magical objective marker.
Sure does, buddy. Yep, straight to Tanthagil. Alright. That's what I figured.
Yeah, but there's also like 3 other ones.
Were there?
Yeah,
I
there are a
saw-
bunch of markers.
I saw the one.
Down to the south, down to the south, down to the south.
And south, and south, and south.
East, east, south,
Well, hold on.
south.
Let's get Tanthagil as a zoom spot. Let me.
Mhm.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, I did run into while I was playing Dawn Trail. I did run into a really good line. Just from the first, or is it the? It's not the first trial, but like the one with the Pelu Pelu.
Mhm.
So they're like going to like, hey, you need to capture the wild alpaca. It's like, oh, I can't be that too hard. They're dolphin gosler creatures, and there's just this one text box. Bring out the example.
Yep.
I was like, I'm like, oh, I have to screen cap this. Yep. I was like, that's such a good screen cap.
Bring out the example.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. Do that. Ow.
Oh, indeed.
Alright, I might need to start having Slims.
Slims. You did pick up gold mail. I don't know if that was
Oh yeah.
worth checking.
Have we seen slimes at all this game?
Yes,
Okay.
when we were alone. It also took like, I think 3 or 4 encounters to even see the slimes, because they weren't even the first thing we saw. Hooray, equipment.
It's true. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off.
My objective marker.
Tentacle. So how's the king doing? Who's the royal line now? Oh, we're here. I see. I'm just curious, like, when we get the princess as another party member, because like we're pretty far. I need to get this line and just send it to Blade.
Yeah.
It's just like, I know you'll heal me. I'll take the hit. We have a steel broadsword. I could put that on, but it's not much better than the whip, so meh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is what I mean, by the way. Look at Caradoc's attack stat versus Isgon. It's just like, my guy's got all of the weaknesses of a red mage, and it isn't really that great. They turned the bank into a kitchen. The king of Durkandor did send me here to Tantagel, tasked with bringing back whatever I could learn of the town. And yet the food here at the inn is so surpassing toothsome and served in such enormous helpings that I have barely looked beyond its walls. Man's gonna have to roll into bed tonight.
Yep. Oh. I'm so full of delicious food.
Alright, what's the item shop I got? I got strong medicine, but and I'll buy some, but I'm not really in the mood for buying stuff quite yet. Is there a bank here? No? Yep. Bro, they locked up the church! Why did they lock up the church? That magic water was so dangerous, man. Just had to lock it up. My man said, I want to understand how Robin Hood felt, so I asked to be put in jail. You know, go off, champ.
There's a thing down the alley. I think it might have been a chicken or something. No, it's a child.
Child? Oh.
Oh.
I see a fiendish soul who doth deceiving you most cunningly. 'Tis I, but fear not, I am merely practicing my future trade, that of fortune-telling. Maybe don't do that as a child.
she took the forever brownie. Forever weed brownie.
I love the voice actress who did that, who dubbed that comic.
Yeah.
It's like, Taiwa Scarlet, you have most cunningly and recklessly consumed my latest creation, the Forever Weed Brownie. Like, it's the only way to stop you. The what?
The what? Become his horse.
Uh-huh. Stole this man's savings. It's mine now.
It's mine now.
Someone got into mommy's funny candy. It's true. Yeah, this is... I appreciate this book that they did, but it's like, yeah, okay, cool. How is this item useful? How is the 10-ton toupee useful? It doesn't give a lot of defense, and it just says, oh, I can only defense.
Yeah.
Like, that's not useful. I don't think any of the cursed items in Dragon Quest I HD were useful at all. I think there was one in 3 where it was like, gave you like 200 defense, but made you like confused.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's pretty useful if you want it. Do not dig up the fields. But what if I did?
If I did it anyways.
That's an ability called dig. Gonna terrify this boy real quick. Hold on. Nope. Okay. I feel like once the hero left this town, everyone's like, well, there's nothing here anymore. Goodbye.
Yep. I also almost forgot. I need to put my clothes back in the dryer.
Go do it.
I'm gonna do that quick.
Can you even get to the Dragon Lord's castle in this game? Is it just a set piece? Up the stairs, please. Not behind them. Right, into the castle. Signs of Middenhall found Canik, then Moonbrook. Thus came there to be 3 kingdoms that trace their lineage back to mighty Erdrick. But wherefore do I wax lyrical so? You have doubtless heard the story 1,000 times. Or was the most devoted student either? Even that which I do learn has a nasty habit of leaving me moments later. It's good to know that at least one of us knows what's what. Should he know aught we do not of Hargon and the sigils, he could enlighten us on that front too. I forgot about the sigils. And we do need those. Need those tiny rocks. All the random items. Come on. Of course, nobody tells anybody where they put the legendary equipment. That'd make it too easy to get. Now I need to walk around the long way. Magic. Of course I can't see from here. I have to go all the way around. Yeah, magic key door. Magic key. A set of noble garb. Is it any good? No. Why would it be good? That'd be crazy to give us something we could use. We don't have the magic key, so I'm assuming we're gonna be pretty close to getting the magic key soon. Alright, now where's this one item that's sitting out here somewhere? This?
This is the throne room, but where is the king?
Pray pardon the sudden intrusion. I am the Princess of Moonbrook, and these are my cousins of Middenhall and Cannock. We seek an audience with His Majesty.
Your Highness, didst thou think I would forget thee so soon? But wherefore didst thou bring thy companions today? Ah, but of course, thou hast invited the kingdoms of thy kin to join our little tourney.
My apologies, but what is this tourney of which thou speakst? We come here today to inform you of the massacre of Moonbrook.
Massacre? But Highness, surely thou jestest. Thou didst visit us but a day hence, and proposed that our armies partake in drills together.
I did?
Why, yes. Thou wert of the opinion that such a tourney would help ensure our knights.
Oh boy.
Preparations are already underway.
But how can this be? I have never before set foot in Tantegel till this very day.
Come, Princess, cease this game. Thou knowest full well thou wert here. Thou didst show to me the mark of Moonbrook.
I bore the mark.
But the mark of Moonbrook was stolen by the monsters, was it not? When they sacked the castle.
By the goddess, if this is true, then who did I meet? What
He's just like, uh-oh.
I am afraid, dear Chancellor, that thou hast been hoodwinked by a thieving fiend in a pretty dress. Ah, pretend you didn't see that.
Forgot to put his drink down.
Majesty, I thought thou wert abed. Instead, I see thou hast been tending to thy duties most thoroughly.
Yes, yes, though it would seem not nearly thoroughly enough. Tell me, did this imposter princess happen to share aught else of note?
Well, she did inquire as to how one might reach the Dragon Lord's castle from here. I endeavored to dissuade her from making such a dangerous journey, but she did not appear overly concerned by my warnings.
The site where Erdrick bested the Dragon Lord? What in blazes would the monsters be seeking there?
It would behoove us to find out. Speaking of which, what bringeth you three to Tantegel? Is it truly as the princess saith, hath Moonbrook fallen?
Welcome back.
Is that so? You young scions of Erdrick quest to slay the wicked Hargon. A perilous duty indeed.
We are well aware. And should there be any doubt in your mind as to our identities, we come bearing the marks of Cannock and Middenhall.
Most convincing. Yet, could one not conceive that the princess we received was the true royal, and you are the impostrous thieves?
If only we had Ra's mirror. But alas, it
Only.
apparently was a single use and broke when we transformed the
Yeah.
princess from a dog.
What? No, Our fathers bestowed the marks onto us, I swear. Look into my eyes and you will know that what I say is true. This is the steely gaze of a prince, not the shifty ogle of a base beast.
Yes, yes, most convincing, I'm sure. But so was the princess who visited us but a day since. Lo, how my blood boileth to know that beasts masquerade as scions of Erdrick. As the ruler of the kingdom which gave the hero his title and birthed his bride, I will not stand for it.
Your Majesty, I neglected to tell you we have another artifact in our possession. One that proves our lineage beyond doubt. Show him.
Takes out the princess's pledge.
My. The necklace gifted to the hero by his maiden, our fair Princess Gwaelin. That it should shine so brightly in your presence is proof enough that the hero's blood runneth in your veins. Pray,
Ad
accept
time.
my unreserved
Wee,
apologies.
still cutscene.
And Princess,
Wee.
allow me to express my heartfelt condolences for thy kingdom's plight.
Thank you, Majesty.
How to proceed? If the High Priest Hargon is at large once more, we must exercise the utmost
Can we just
caution.
appreciate that the king, drunk off of his mind, has a better head on his shoulders than the Chancellor does?
Yeah.
Drunk out of his gourd. Literally sleeping behind the throne, drinking, comes out. Hold on! How do we know you're real?
Tell the knight captains to stay their wooden swords. Instead, we must steel this city against invasion.
I'm gonna be honest, if the king's that smart when he's drunk, I'm gonna look, bro, you've clearly got it. You've got this on lock.
The monsters schemed to lure our knights out in lighter armor. They would have been lambs to the slaughter, if not for our visitors.
Verily, our nation oweth them a great debt.
Forgive me, young heroes, but the Chancellor and I have much to discuss. Wait for me atop the battlements, and I will join you anon.
Wee.
You were right to hang on to that necklace of yours. Never did I think they would impersonate me with the mark that was supposed to prove I was of royal lineage. I can't believe they would do that. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Just gonna wait for the ad.
Yeah.
I also need to use the restroom.
I'm gonna grab water.
We'll be alright back after these messages. come back to see Wi-Fi connection lost. What do you mean?
Uh,
What do you mean, game? I'll have to look at that later. Especially because I plan on playing 14 after this.
yep.
Oh. It definitely stopped like just short of that, and it was just like, nah, you kept going. I'm like, okay. Suppose the voice we heard in Rippleport knew of the monster's plight. Have you learned aught of the fiend's whereabouts? Nope. I myself have not heard his name since the fall of Renderak. Though I know of someone who may know more and by the means by which you might visit him. Here. Magic key. Damn it.
The rainbow.
I'm not sure I follow. Thou wouldst have us make for the Dragon Lord's castle? I would have you speak with its sole occupant. Though I have never had the chance to make his acquaintance, it is said that naught occurreth in this world that escapeth his watch. Did they purify the Dragon Lord?
Maybe.
That'd be so cool. I think it is best you confirm that with your own eyes. As I said, I have never met the man, and do not wish to give credence to mere hearsay. Though be warned, the imposter princess may too be making for the castle. May the goddess watch over you all. I'm gonna be honest, if they like purified the Dragon Lord and he's like a guardian now, that'd be really cool. Alright, well, there's one. Other two be over the bridge? Yes. All right. Guess we can also go to the Shipwright Shrine and see like why it just wants us to go there.
Yeah.
Because remember, there was like a portal directly to it from Middenhall. Like, I don't know why. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna be a little safe here, just in case there's like surprise boss fight. Ha 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 ha.
Haha. Teehee.
We've got
Teehee, lose all your money.
Yeah, we've got 4,600, and I would like to save that money, especially because the game's monsters seem to be scrimping. Also, I know I'd messaged you and said I was gonna watch the thing during stream. I got my time wrong. I thought it was at 12 PST. Actually, I thought it was at like some early time.
Well, still, I understood with your raid mate mentioning, oh hey, what are you looking forward to for the showcase? And I'm like, it's not right now. Understood.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it started 12 minutes ago, and it doesn't start for an hour and 48 minutes.
Ba-da-ba.
So I don't know when I saw the message, but
That's fine.
also what I might do is I might go through a list and just get all the mini medals up till now that I can. Alright, where am I going? Why am I here? Why does the game want me here? The old woman's awake. In order to protect oneself from the scourge of the mermaid, terror of the deep. Okay. It's just a portal back home, though. Weird that it has, like, a marker here. Went all the way out here. Alright, well... Do I have to, like, bring the ship here for it to count? Which would be kind of odd. Because it was like... It was where we are now. Like, right here-ish. And then... here.
Yeah.
Those were the 3 down south. So, like, I can only assume that we are not meant to go these places quite yet, but I don't know. Dragon Quest III did the same thing, and, like, I think Dragon Quest III just had this, like, initial hump of, like, grinds. Or, like, you know, make sure you're prepared, and then you were kind of like, you can do one of these, you could probably be okay doing the rest of them.
Yeah.
Alright. Is that a... No, okay, so we have to go around. I want to go to the towns and get some... Get a lay of, like, what we're facing, what armor we might have access to, potentially the idea that these might drop more money than 5 gold coins. Gone.
Gone.
I'm
Get
not.
outta here.
I'm not letting you heal that shell slime. 50 gold coins. Yeah, like this is insane how little gold things drop.
Yep.
There's the Shrine of Rain. Like, I know the slimes aren't going to drop a lot. That's kind of their shtick.
Mhm.
Okay, no, there definitely did used to be a mountain here. I think we lost some landmass next to the Shrine of Rain is what happened. To the right of it.
Yeah.
'Cause I think there used to be a mountain range there. Either that or they just, like, did some weird stuff to make the map look better. There they go. All right. There's nothing else here, only the hot spring. Long been a tradition in here, in Cole, to read our children the tale of the fairy's gift, related to the story of one who received something truly wondrous from that storied race. Two treasures, you and your little stupid hidden garbage. Alright. Let's see if they left it here again. Okay, no, they finally learned. Finally learned, hey, maybe we don't leave that out in the open.
Yep.
Aw, man, you don't have your path anymore. Just have a little path from the side. The soldier's house is all locked up. Man, we really need to find this magic key. There is so many chests and stuff we have been unable to open. It's insane. It's like, okay. Alright, what do you got? Literally nothing worthwhile other than maybe that. Yeah, the fur vest might be the only thing that's worth it. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
We also have this shop down here, and that's where the real stuff is. Alright. Alright. It's still not really that great. Not for the money we're getting. It's like the opposite of... Like, I need to find out where gold golems live, apparently. 'Cause that's the only thing that's gonna get us any money at this rate. I don't even know if I care about looking for treasures at this point. They're all disappointing. We could go to the Shrine of Rain. Find it locked.
More like the Shrine of Pain.
Got him.
Got him.
I played way too much Dragon Quest IX. I keep like thinking the combo system is in like every Dragon Quest game we play after. Oh. I see.
Wow.
Hargon,
crazy.
Hargon came by and said, "Nah, I know what this place is."
Yep.
Baron, well, why do you have so little HP? I beg you, do like a scrap of a push-up. I can't wait to find out that it's just like, why aren't you like level 20 by right now? And I'm like, what do you mean, why am I not level 20? I've been fighting literally every encounter.
Yeah.
I just feel like a lot of stuff just isn't balanced. Like, we should be getting like more XP, more money. Skeletons. I'm gonna swoosh because I don't know how much HP these things have. I mean, they're weak to whoosh, so like I could maybe get away with it. But okay, well, they locked down the lower floors again, or they just never took out the door. Still waiting for somebody to learn peep. Hold on. We have. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up. Okay, so we could go get her now, but I would want to be apparently higher leveled and better geared, is what I'm reading. Boop, boop, boop. Did I lose you?
No.
Okay.
I was just unsure how you would want me to respond to any of
Just
that.
making sure you heard me. It's really hits.
Since I'm trying to also edit some things together for the emote I wanted.
Ah, okay.
To give better details as
Okay.
well.
New monsters.
So I did say I was going to do that last night after I got home, and then I was too tired to do that, so I'm doing it now.
Let's see. There we go. Okay. Oh, jeez. Random. Why is the Muddy Hand in a separate group?
Yeah.
Mid heal. Hit bang, and pray to God you go fast. Why are they in separate groups? swoosh. That's usually the reason muddy hands aren't a huge issue is because they're normally in a group.
Yeah.
They kept spawning them like outside of groups. Like, why? Like, even if they're not next to him, it should still be like, you know, like a same group. And there's 3 treasures. Would that a treasure would be actually useful for once. Alright, you. Sizzle might be better. Then bang.
This is all you deserve.
Keeping my eye out for treasures and not finding anything. Need to kill the heal slime. Sizzle instead? And again, the muddy hands are not in the group, and they should be. I don't know how janky they did this, but holy shit.
Ooh.
Heal. You, and then I guess we'll just double up on that one. All right, there you go. These are in a group. Get them. Get her. Get them. Get their ass.
Get their asses. Splat them.
Oh my god.
Why are you still alive? Living.
Jeez. And we still didn't get that much gold. This is nuts. This is nuts how little gold we get. For how much... It's Dragon Warrior 7 all over again. For how much money stuff wants, we don't get nearly enough gold for it. Didn't even see what ability he learns. It was Kabuff. Okay. So curious. It's like, hold on. Yeah, I think this is where I don't like their buff system even more, is like the stages of buff still exist, but like you can't double up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like if I get Kabuff, I get 1 stage on everybody. If I buff, I get 2 stages on 1 person. And that's just it. And it doesn't even, like, cancel out debuffs. So you can have, you know, 1 stage of defense up and 2 stages of defense down. What? Okay, well, apparently that one was empty. I don't notice the party's presence. Good job, Dum Dum. Now I kill you this turn instead of last turn. Yeah, I know I know the name of the town where we need to go to get Princess early. Not early, but like, you know. Okay. Well, let's go to Rimeldar first, and then we can get like this castle thing. Hold on. Dark Sukelis. You probably have a lot of HP. Okay. Not as much as I thought you were gonna have, but that definitely enough. I don't feel bad about using my MP that way. Tombola tickets. I need to save scum for those. Hi. Robin Hood got busy.
Right.
Oh, you were defending, okay. I love the idea that potentially Robin Hood was just this legendary being, and there were this group of monsters that were like, that's it, that's what I want, and they just made themselves into his image.
Yep.
All right, again, I'm not even gonna bother looking for treasures right now.
Oh man, it'll strike the fear into people's hearts if we look like him.
Sledgehammer. There we go. There's an increase. Steel shield. And again, nothing for Paranel. Good lord. A scrap of anything. There's not even an item shop in it. They like gutted this place. They gutted the mainland. And again, let's see. Yeah, you'll probably just level up. We've got enough money that I want to drop it off. Just, again, for the sheer fact of the fact that we don't get a lot of money makes me really, really stingy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Riemildar. Wow.
I tried to swing my arms to put my phone on my table next to me, and I ended up hitting my mic somehow.
It sounded like a bottle again. That's why I was confused. I was like, did you smack another bottle?
No.
Go, you dude, blow yourself up. No PP, boss. No can do. Well, that's a steep drop. You're gonna need some extra help. Would you like to use the rainbow drop? So here's like something of like a little plot hole if we find the imposter on the other side. So, the imposter asked, how do I get to the Dragon Lord's castle? So, if they are over there before us,
How did they get there?
How did they get there? Why did you need to ask? Because if you can just fly over here, you'd have just flown over here.
Shrub go. That's right, you better run.
It was like, I'm out, fam. I'm good. Doobity doo doobity.
My money. You can't have it. It's mine.
Alright. We did this whole thing again.
Sure do.
About to say, where are the monsters?
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Paradox has bang on the group. Why?
That was definitely a very DBZA Krillin turn.
Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Okay. Alright, heal yourself up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's really not good. Ow.
Ow.
I was like, oh no. I saw like midway through the turn order. I was like, oh no, he's got a chain whip. No. I was like, that's gonna hit the whole group. Okay, so good to know. Green Dragon's still scary, but Hocus Chimera bad.
Yep.
Oh, fucking. Great.
Neat.
Ow.
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 Ooh.
Don't do it again.
She's died more times than he did.
It's true, because she has no defense and no HP. Do I not? To go behind it. Oh my god, go around! Good lord!
The geometry.
Jesus Christ, why? And they made magic waters worse for some reason. And again, nobody has safe passage yet. Nobody has like any of the spells that I feel like they should have by now. It's insane. Not that I think we're under-leveled. Maybe we are. Maybe they thought we were gonna grind for 5 hours to get the gear in Rippleport.
Maybe.
I don't know. There you go. Out of here. Oh, come on. That's the nimblest skeleton we've ever seen. Dodged 3 attacks in a row.
Man. Alright, what level is everybody?
19, 18, 17.
Okay.
Down the list.
We got Hatchet Man at 20.
I'm not worried about Isgon. He's not getting any spells. And honestly, with Helm Splitter, he's got the only thing I care about.
But I am just mentioning what we get next.
Hatchet Man at 20 is honestly really good, though.
Caradoc gets Lightning Slash and Safe Passage at 19.
Okay, so he's like right there.
Yeah.
That tells me we might be like slightly under level.
And she got Gasap at 18. And then Magic Barrier and Focus Pocus at 20, and Zing herself at 21.
The safe passage and stuff at like 19 tells me we're slightly under level. I really think they expected us to grind for some equipment at Rippleport.
Yeah. Either that or go somewhere else.
I feel like Tantagel is the first spot they expect you to go, because it's right there. It's literally right there.
They're like, surely they won't go across the sea, right? That would be crazy.
I guess just nobody restocked these treasure chests. It'd be really funny. Okay, so this would be really funny if they pulled like a chrono trigger, and if you didn't open these chests and like, you know, if they're just like save data tracking, if you didn't open these chests in Dragon Quest 3 or Dragon Quest 1, they would be here in Dragon Quest 2. Which I honestly find is like, on the one hand, it's really annoying. On the other hand, I think it's really cool. Fucking magic key. You know what? Hold on. That's what I'm looking up.
Well, at least in the 20s, those two get, like, basically something every level.
I appreciate this. And RPG site, I love you for this, by the way. Just shout outs to RPG site. If you speak to a woman in the Northwest House in Rimbledar, she'll mention that she succeeded in making a magic key, but she lost it in the water on the way to Tantagel. You might think of searching the area yourself, but don't do it, you won't find anything. What makes this more complicated is that in earlier versions of Dragon Quest II, a golden key was found by talking to a few NPCs in the village of Zahan. While these interactions do still exist, the implementation is different and the rewards are not the same. There is no golden key in Dragon Quest HD 2D. The short version is, if you are looking for the magic key, you simply just need to progress the story further. You did not and cannot miss it. And that's at the top of the article before it even tells you where it is. And I'm like, thank you for that. Granted, like, I know of where this is already because the trailers couldn't shut the fuck up about it. So I knew about this thing already. But I know where it is. I just don't know how to... Okay, so we are... Okay, so we can get it. So what I think we want to do is I may abandon this plot line we're on right now. This seems, honestly, again, seems like a bit of a trek. Let's zoom back to Rimbledar. Let's get out of here. Alright. So I don't know which of these two is the town of Baron. B-E-R-A-N. Not the one that we know from Die. But it's either here. I'm assuming it's here, I'm going to be honest. Or it's here. I don't think it's this one. But so basically events conspire. I'm going to assume this is Baron. Events conspire here that lead us to do some shenanigans, and that's how we get the princess. I'm probably going to beeline for that next, so we have her. Because, you know, hey, fourth party member, more damage. But, and this is where I find this odd. Let me turn this on real quick. Helpful settings, objective marker. It shows to go here. And it's just like, if you don't zoom in, it just looks like it's on the shrine.
Yeah.
So that's my fault for not zooming in, but I thought it was on the shrine. We need to go next to the shrine. And this is where we get the magic key.
I see.
So I don't know what that middle one is. But yeah, it's on the Dragon Lord's castle
I'm
now.
gonna find out.
Yeah, so I'm honestly going to abandon this one for right now.
Yes.
Because I'm tired of holding on to some of these scrolls because I don't know what the princess learns. I'm tired of seeing magic key chests that we can't open. I'm tired of it. Like, once we get those, don't care. Because once we get the magic key, it's gonna be a while before we get the ultimate key, so I'll just have to deal with it. But we have seen no less than, like, 10 different magic key things that we cannot open today alone. Frustrated. So I guess we just need to grind a bit and get to 20, because, like, people are like, yeah, you can go get like the princess like right after you get the boat, but it might be a bit difficult if you're not like level 20. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Well, I do have her learn list available.
I don't think it's because of the princess. It's probably just because of other stuff.
Well, yeah, but in case you wanted to know what she had.
No, it's the scrolls.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is...
Isgon. I hated it. It wasn't very good.
Here we go. There it is. I got it back from you. Now she'll gain experience while walking around.
Yippee.
I didn't think she'd be so hard to train.
Yippee. We'll go out there and fight something, I guess. Real quick.
For those who are only listening, Paranal has 0 XP to next level. Hold on, I'm curious on something. Hold on. Does she have a total XP? Hold on. Funny bits. Nope, she's just not gaining anything. I'm gonna do a couple steps out here. Nope. Okay, hold on. Summon forth the monsters.
Come here.
There you go. Yay! Wow! What
Yay.
crazy luck! You know what? Actually, hold on. We don't want to get to town because then we'll lose him. Because ordinarily I would suggest we spend the time making the trip there, but I don't want to make the trip there because story stuff happens and I don't want to trigger that yet.
Mhm.
Where the heck do we find metal slimes? I guess is a good question. I feel like we should have run into it.
Shrub go.
So apparently Slime Island.
Slimond.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. I don't care about all of these. I want to know where they're at. Rebel Port. Let's look. Thank you, random Reddit user. Where to find Metal Slimes in Dragon Quest II HD2D? I just got the boat and don't know where to find Metal Slimes and nowhere online says where. Help is greatly appreciated. So Damdura is the earliest and easiest with them, which according to GameAid is not correct, but regardless. So they respond, thank you, legendary hero. Someone else goes, they all ran away. Indeed.
True.
Thank you, random
They did.
Redditor.
I sodded it.
We can make our way down there. back to old Metal King. Or metal, not metal.
Metal.
Have they fixed up this town yet? Nope.
No.
100 years, you guys just left this here.
Sure did.
They tore down Metal King's place too, shit.
Damn.
Should have been a mini metal here. But in this area should supposedly be metal slimes. Four treasures and none of them visible to the naked eye. Don't you love it?
Sure do.
Isn't hidden treasures such a great system?
It sure is. It
Alright.
adds playtime. Is there a robot that'll kick our ass here still too?
Maybe.
Is there another one built?
Another 8 treasures. Just saying, like, build the town back up, guys. Come on. Alright,
They
so...
really gotta go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna hop off early.
Alright, yeah, that's...
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm not far behind. But... remember Sunday is this weird sub deal thingy. 35% off of 5 or more gifted tier 1 subs. That'll be going for the whole time of the Sunday stream. And that'll be on every Sunday stream till the end of 2025 because I have not been using my time on those discounts adequately. You are not required to sub. I'm not asking you to sub, but I am telling you that this discount is there, so if you wish to, it might be worthwhile saving that money until then. Or for a Sunday stream in general. But for Meow, I will bid thee adieu, goodbye, and I will suffer in non-silence for me, but silence for you because you won't be able to hear me complain about how much grinding I'm doing. And then I'll be done in like an hour and it won't matter. So take care, everybody. Have a great day. And we'll be back on Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And for those who are wanting other stuff to watch, in an hour we will have the PlayStation thing happening. Goodbye.